Hello and welcome to Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. Here are today headlines. The Vietnam-Singapore Industrial Park Project Phase 1, VSIP Cần Thơ officially kicked off this morning. Leaders of Cần Thơ City received the Consul General of the Republic of Singapore in Ho Chi Minh City. Conference with the theme Sharing Effective Models on Disaster Prevention and Response. Top news today, on the morning of September 9, in Vĩnh Thạnh District, Cần Thơ City, the Vietnam-Singapore Industrial Park VSIP Vĩnh Thạnh project officially kicked off. This is the biggest industrial park project in the Mekong Delta up to this point. With an investment capital of more than 3,700 billion Vietnam dong, this key project for Cần Thơ City will play a significant role in bridging domestic and international trade while also encouraging further investment. Vĩnh Thạnh Industrial Park is the seventh industrial park to be constructed in Cần Thơ City, thanks to the support of the government, ministries and central branches, as well as the tenacity of Cần Thơ City and VSIP Company. The Singaporean investor reaffirmed that it would carry out the project as planned and that it would concentrate on encouraging international companies to participate in production and business that adhere to the project's clean, green, sustainable trend. On the afternoon of September 8, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hiếu, alternate member of the Party Central Committee, Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, and Mr. Trần Việt Trường, Chairman of the City People Committee, had a meeting and worked with Mr. Roy Kho, the Consul General of the Republic of Singapore in Ho Chi Minh City. The Secretary expressed gratitude for the Consul General's assistance in establishing the VSIP Industrial Park in Cần Thơ City. He believed that it was possible to push for the expansion of Phase 2 because many positive planning factors had been approved by the government. Transportation infrastructure was being well invested in, and human resources at the city were ready. According to Mr. Roy Kho, the leaders of Vietnam and Singapore have a keen interest in the green and digital economy, and the VSIP is evidence of their dedication to working together for sustainable green development. In addition to creating jobs, it will also lead to the emergence of numerous new professions in Cần Thơ City. In addition, he stated that Singapore, which has expertise in these areas, engages with Cần Thơ to help the development of both education and climate change solutions. Also on September 8, the Cần Thơ City Party Secretary, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hiếu, the Standing Vice Chairman of the City People Committee, Mr. Dương Tấn Hiển, and leaders of several city agencies and units visited and worked with a number of typical businesses in the city. The delegation visited the Cần Thơ Dairy Factory of Vietnam Dairy Products Joint Stock Company, Saigon Western Beer Joint Stock Company, and Hậu Giang Pharmaceutical Joint Stock Company. The City Party Secretary reorganized and appreciated businesses that have overcome difficulties, developed production and business, and increased contributions to the state budget, thereby contributing to the development of the city. He reaffirmed that the city's leaders always assist businesses, enable them to produce and conduct business, promote administrative procedures reform, develop an honest and constructive government, and enhance support capabilities to satisfy the demands of people and enterprises in terms of productions and commerce. On September 8 at Sơn Islet Bình Thủy District, the emulation block of the Associations of Specific Characteristic No. 1 organized a conference theme Sharing Effective Models on Disaster Prevention and Response. Members of the block exchanged operationally relevant experiences at the conference. The Red Cross Society of Bình Thủy District introduced an ecotourism concept while listening to alternatives to lower the dangers of natural disasters. The model was created in 2019 and has 32 members. The model aims to support Sơn Islet community ecotourism while benefiting the local community. Recent incidents of tourists falling while climbing trees into rivers, falling off bicycles, and experiencing heart failure while on the tour have all been swiftly attended to by model members without any significant consequences. Phong Điền District leaders have just had a meeting with relevant sectors and people committee of communes and towns about assigning tasks to coordinate the organization of the 10th Phong Điền Cần Thơ Ecotourism Festival 2023, responding to the World Tourism Day on September 27. Accordingly, the festival will take place at Phong Điền Square for 4 days from September 25th to September 28th. Phong Điền District has planned 11 events, including a booth promoting tourism in the province, towns, and tourism-related enterprises, a trade fair, fruit models and ecological miniatures, a platform for employment sharing, a photo gallery, a contest for miniature landscape models and fruit displays, and more. In collaboration with the city's Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, 3 events are planned, including a publicity campaign, an opening ceremony, a closing ceremony, and a summary ceremony to present prizes for contests. Each department, committee, branch, and People's Committee of communes and towns linked with each specific activity have been given specific tasks by the District People Committee. According to Circular Number 32 of the Ministry of Public Security, from September 15, people will be able to present their paper cards integrated in their electronic identification VNeID accounts instead of paper documents. From September 15, Circular 32, which outlines the duties, authorities, formats, guidelines, and practices for patrolling, managing, and handling administrative violations of road traffic by the traffic police will take effect. When this circular takes effect, some new regulations will also be altered. Particularly, the VNeID electronic identity account information will be as valuable as the paper version. When being checked by traffic police, people will be able to present documents on VNeID in replace of paper copies. Stone lotus belong to the succulent plant family. They are inexpensive and easy to maintain. As a result, a lot of people these days decide to give stone lotus pots as gifts. After seeing the potential of this plant, a lot of young people lately decided to start a business with this plant. The story of Sunny Garden in Cái Răng District serves as an outstanding example of this approach. Miss Kiều Trang Sunny Garden is located on Võ Nguyên Giáp Street, Phú Thứ Ward, Cái Răng District. There are a huge number of different sorts and colors of succulent plants here, for costs ranging from a few thousand to hundreds of thousand dongs. Popular succulents that are simple to grow for novices are available, as well as collecting succulents for those with extensive experience.
These days, young people and adults alike are the ones who are most interested in stone lotus because they are affordable, easily grown, and come in a wide variety of kinds.
The garden has been open since 2019 until now. Ms. Trang formerly held the position of Union Officer for Cái Khé Ward, Ninh Kiều District. Ms. Trang made the decision to invest in this plant after realizing that a growing number of people prefer stone lotuses as gifts for interior decorating purposes in their homes and places of business. The garden now makes more than 30 million Vietnam dong per month in profit minus expenses.
I find it relaxing to come here. I frequently take my kids out on the weekends to paint statues and minimize screen time with their phones. Free instructions on growing stone lotus and floral arrangements will be provided to visitors. They can also arrange flowers and paint statues. We have a separate area where children may sit and paint statues.
To locate markets for the goods, this store advertises for sale not only on site, but also on social networking platforms and collaborates with nearby convenience stores. Ms. Trang recently developed a location where stone lotuses may be grown, teaching people how to plant and care for them. She also created a play area for kids and scheduled seminars on the weekends, building a green area where lotus lovers may unwind and experience. Coming up next is the weather forecast. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.